Welcome to the Oceania Titles video. Bailey and I have just arrived. We just got here, it's currently Friday. There's a development camp thing going on. I'm just going to help out a couple of the guys I coach. So just going in and just, helping them get dialed in on the track and stuff before racing. But yeah, it's looking like a beautiful weekend weather-wise, so racing should be good, which will be exciting. But yeah, we're just getting to the track now, so I'll show you some videos of when we're there and what the track looks like and everyone around and the tents and stuff being set up. It's all getting real now.
Are we good?
We're at the track. Nothing's changed, surprisingly. Track's looking good. The weather is supposed to be nice for this weekend of racing. It was been quite breezy lately. Wind's been pretty bad. So it's looking like the wind's supposed to be pretty calm over the weekend, which will be really good for racing. It'll make for some good racing. But yeah, feeling good. I'm excited. Had a pretty chill week this week, just on a bit of a taper. Haven't ridden, or I did training, a little bit of training on Wednesday, but didn't really ride much this whole week. Did my Wednesday training, and that's pretty much all I've done this week. So really coming in fresh, which is exciting. So I'm excited to see how I feel tomorrow when I get out on track. Should feel pretty fresh. But I hit some PBs on Monday of training this week. So I'm in the best place I can be. I'm going the fastest I've ever gone down the hill, down the first straight. Going really fast around the track. So I feel like the goal for me today is just executing that, what I've been doing in training. My times have been really getting a lot faster, so I think it's just about being consistent and putting down some good gates, not letting the the people around me and the pressure and other things affect that, but just being calm and laying down the gates that I'm capable of laying down, getting some good first straights, and then just doing what I do around the track. It'll be exciting. Obviously, we all want to win. Everyone wants to win, so I feel I'm capable of that. So I feel like for me, obviously, if I'm capable of winning and my best effort is capable of a win, I'm just going to focus on putting my best effort down. I'm not going to focus too much on the result, because if I put my best effort down and put my best foot forward and get my best gate, best first straight, and do all the things that I can control, then the result will just be the result. If it's a win, that's awesome. If it's a second, that's still awesome. It's a really stacked field this weekend, so it's going to be some really good racing. So I'm pretty pumped to get out there. I haven't raced for a while. I raced nationals, but I had a shoulder injury, so that doesn't really count. And that was October. And before that, it was probably Worlds, to be honest, that I had my last real race. So this is the first race for a while. I've improved a lot since I raced last, so I'm excited to get out there and just see what I can do and put my best effort forward. It's nearly dinner time. Dog's got to eat tomorrow, so stay tuned. We're laying down heaters and getting steezy. That's the biggest thing. The steez is the biggest part of it too. You can be fast with no steez, but I'm going to be fast with steez. Putting them both together.
What was that thing you said before?
I know we only just met, but I'm starting to fall. I didn't expect this when we started it all, and now my heart's on the floor and I'm asking for more, cause I've given you a part of my soul, and now I'm looking at my life. All the days to give, ways to go, and the ways I live. Bad luck when it's coming to women. I've been struggling pretty bad with relationships. I'm asking every time I recover from them, am I capable of loving again? I don't know when that tank's on empty, nothing is left, but then you're getting stuck in my head. Got me sitting and thinking of all the women that I had in the past, and in the end, you're the one that I get. I'm blessed, but need to know if I'm gonna commit, that I can trust you 100%. Because if I call on a midnight call with the drinks I bought and the shit I snorted, yelling, telling you that it's my fault, I ain't worried that you just might walk. Cause if I fall, would you be there for me?
Finished recovery. Did a couple rounds in the ice, a couple rounds in the hot. Bit of contrast to aid the recovery leading into tomorrow, so feeling pretty good. It was pretty cold, which is obviously the goal, but yeah, had a bit of fun. Now we're just going to go get something to eat, I believe, and then we're going to go check into the hotel, and then once we check into the hotel, we'll just be chilling for the rest of the night. I was thinking of going to the track this afternoon and watching practice, but I was out in the sun a bit before, and I'm not real keen on going out in the sun for longer.
Right there.
And then yeah, just gonna go chill now pretty much for the rest of the night, not do much, kick the feet up, and just hang out. So yeah. Bailey, how was yours? Recovery?
Good. It was I lost the aura farming challenge, but it's fine.
Oh yeah, you didn't end up doing
I didn't
it.
even know it. I should have done that on the last one, but it's alright. Doing good. Feeling ready.
Or get the aura on the weekend.
Just gonna gain aura some other way, I guess.
Yeah, I like it.
We've been at it for a while now. There isn't a flaw, feeling like it's time for this shit to be more. I've been well, barely had a slip or a fall, so you haven't had to give me support. Now I'm doubting that you will though. It's just something I feel, so let's have a couple kids and double the bills. I'm a big red flag when it comes to the pills, and you still haven't run for the hills. I can't even understand it, but you got my back for a while. It was something that I'd not quite had. The woman that you is got me looking for a ring, cause we gotta get up on like that now.
Alright, here we go. We've got a little hotel tour. As you walk in, see the kitchen, turn to your left, got the bathroom, toilet, washing machines, beautiful. And this way, microwave, oven, full kitchen, all the stuff up top, full sink, fridge, Bailey. Then you walk here, selfie, lounge, bench, TV, bikes, little dining table. This is going to be our dinner spot actually, because Bella and Charlie will come over for dinner, I reckon. And this is the bedroom. Bailey and I both get a single bed. Shout out to QAS for organising this and sorting it out. Appreciate it. It is a dream to be supported by QAS. They do everything exceptionally, so we're stoked. Bailey and I, next level stoked.
On a midnight crawl with the drinks I bought and the shit I snorted, yelling, telling you that it's my fault. I ain't worried that you just might walk, cause if I fall. On a midnight crawl with the drinks I bought and the shit I snorted, yelling, telling you that it's my fault. I ain't worried that you just might walk, cause if I fall, would you be there for me?
Let's go!
Oh, okay.
Alright, we finished our jam playing the guitar. Now we are at Woolworths getting some race day food and then also just dinner and stuff. So no. And then we're gonna get some food for racing, some dinner for tonight. We're probably not gonna have dinner on tomorrow night, hey, because it's gonna finish really late. We're gonna get snacks for race day. We're going to prioritize carbohydrates because we're going to be expending a lot of energy over the next couple of days. So we're going to be prioritizing making sure that we are having plenty of carbs. We're going to get stuff for breakfast. So I'm probably going to get the usual. And probably just got like bagels, avo. I've switched to bagels, by the way, guys. I've been having bagels lately instead of my sourdough. So we're going to switch to that potentially today if Bailey's keen, and have some bagels, avocado, egg, and yeah.
We got sourdough.
Oh, never mind, we're having sourdough. We got really good sourdough. So we're going to have sourdough, but we're going to start shopping now, and yeah, let's go. Eight? And then puts it all. Would actually be alright too.
God, you know, now that I look at it, this one looks really nice.
We chose this one, guys.
Yeah.
Alright, go. I got rigatoni, but it wasn't the same, so I think we go with this.
We go with these, and there's 2 packs. We got 2 packs now.
We only need one. This is
Freaks by Rancid Eddie.
This is Freaks by Rancid Eddie. Surf Curse, but we're doing like the Rancid Eddie version. We got Jesse, Bailey, Bella, Charlie, lead guitarist, backup vocalist, lead vocalist, clapper. Getting a coffee. Just left the hotel, but we're gonna get a coffee, and then we're gonna go back to the hotel quickly, grab the last bit of our stuff, pack the car, and then we're heading to the track. So it's getting real, getting excited. How's Charlie girl feeling? Come on, be positive. There we go. Charlie's not racing. Yes.
It's very real that I'm
She's giving everyone else a chance to win.
Bella's gonna win.
And Bella's, because that was the only predicament we had, is everyone was going to win, but you two were racing each other. So we're like, well, I don't know who's winning out of you two, but now there's only one who can win. Because this guy, we don't race each other anymore. We race each other every day, but we don't race each other when it's actually race time.
Yeah. So except for
Sunday.
So it's like.
But that's my day. Coffee acquired. Coffee, very nice coffee for the morning. It's currently 9:40. We're leaving for the track at 10. So we're just about to go back to the hotel, put our bikes in, and then we are going to head to the track. So we'll be leaving soon, get to the track nice and early, register, get all our stuff sorted. I got to change some pedals over. I got some new pedals for today, so I got to change my pedals over and then get out on track for practice at 12 o'clock. So we'll see you at the track.
I got your bitch, ain't put too much in me. She said she let me overdue for this shit, get her bustin' back.
Gates down. Look at the start from Kennedy. Cracking start. But I tell you what, starting to wind up on the outside there. Let's watch him. Kennedy will get the whole shot. He's going to lead us into the second straight now. There's Asmus probing, tucked in behind him. Asmus in that 2 spot. Kennedy still in the 1. Oh, door might have been left open. We've lost 1-2 riders here. Here's Kennedy. Here comes Asmus down through the 3rd straight. Tennessee still the 1 to beat. Asmus lights up the 3rd straight now. In and out of final turn. Asmus triples. Asmus going to get there. Asmus. Run my melody. Transfer my tragedy. Got a thirst I cannot live. Shines when the sunset shifts. When the moon is round and full. Gotta bust that box. Gotta cut that first flame. Jet in a stolen car. But I never would get too far. For the transformation takes and bloodlust takes and red metal slugs change. My body's free. God, I like it. My heart's aflame. My body's straight. God, I like it. My mind's changed. My body's free. God, I like it. My heart's aflame. My body's straight. God, I like it. Charge me your daybreak. I'll turn you out in kind. When the moon is round and full, gonna teach you tricks that will blow your mind real mind. Every down I recognize, you're a hideous thing inside. Every day when the lucky comes, it's you. Stay on the way to get to
Jesse Asmus coming up on the outside now. He's going to push himself around this turn. He goes high. Kogan cuts him off. Heading down that final straight now, but Jesse comes home strong. He's going to take
Dream me, oh, dream girl, down to the floor. Open my hands and let them weave on.
gates down. I tell you what, it's a pretty good even start there. The outside and inside lane got off to a cracker there. Smith, though, he's going to whole shot it there. Oh, look, it's going to be the 506 bike slot into that 2 spot now. So that's going to be Grenoff. Smith, Grenoff there, you 1-2. Might be Tugas looking for that 3 spot now. In and out of turn number 2 we go. Down through the pro straight there. Jesse Asmus, he's got a shot to bits as he heads into the final turn. Asmus, Grenoff, it's going to be Tugas there, the Canadian, slotting in that 3 spot now. Moran shopping for a 4, but it's going to be Jesse Asmus getting the double.
How are we doing? It's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed just seeing a bit of behind the scenes on what went on in the lead up to racing, around racing. I obviously didn't get any videos of kind of at the track on race days. I was pretty locked in, just making sure that I was in the right mindset, had the right things going on, had the right processes, had the right routines, just had everything in place. I feel like leading into this event, I've put a lot of work into, I guess, my processes and my routines with how I, go about my race day, how I go about my, I guess my schedule and my structure throughout the day. So I was just making sure I was staying very, very diligent on that and making sure I was putting, putting the right steps in place to get that. And the camera, honestly, if I'm going to be honest, the camera wasn't a priority to pull out. I didn't really want to, get distracted and, do anything else or add anything else onto my plate. I felt like I was in a really good space. But we're just going to have a bit of a talk about the overall weekend. As you would see, I didn't drop a lap. I won every lap over the weekend, so it was a very successful weekend. I've put a lot of time, as I mentioned before, I put a lot of time and effort in the lead up to this race. I've had a few races, nationals, I had a bit of a shoulder injury. Worlds, I kind of just got back from my concussion in Papendal. France World Cups, had a little crash before France World Cups and had a bit of a knee injury. So I just felt like this race was the first race that I'd come into for a long time and felt 100% healthy. And not to use those as an excuse, I still performed well and I was still able to do well at Worlds, get 4th, get 2 podiums in France. Obviously my crash in Papendal stopped me from racing. So not to use those as an excuse, but I felt like I was ready to prove something to myself, that I was fast enough to go out there and show some serious speed. I know I sacrificed a lot and put a lot of effort into my off season to be prepared for that race. So I was pretty keen to go there with a good off season, good preparation, no niggles, no little injuries, nothing like that. I knew I was going the fastest I've ever gone, knew I was, in the best headspace I'd ever been. So I was just excited to go there. Obviously the work's been done, so it's just about the performing part. And I feel like I performed really well. So as you would have seen on Saturday on the Oceania day, I ended up getting the win. I felt really strong. I felt locked in all day. I felt like it was mine to lose, if I'm going to be honest, just with how I was riding around the track. My gates weren't as fast as the top guys, but my gates were really, really competitive. They were right where they needed to be. They were so much better than they used to be. So that was a massive positive, and I found I was just able to put myself in positions where I was able to do what I did. I was able to put myself in second around the track, and as we know, everyone knows Isaac is a crazy good rider. He's strong everywhere. He's strong out of the gate, strong down the first straight. Very aggressive rider, very strong rider. So I knew it was going to be a tough thing to do to pass him, but I felt like in the weeks leading up, I felt like I had proven to myself that I was, the fastest around that track. And when I got into second, I was pretty confident that I could make the move down last straight as soon as I came out in second. Plan A was to try and hole shot. Obviously that didn't work. He did really well to shut me down first straight, nearly pushed me off the track, but I was able to just stay there and I was able to tuck into second place. When I got into second, that was kind of my plan B, tuck into second and then try and pass him down last straight. So I was able to catch up to him a little bit where I needed to down second straight, and then put myself in a good position down third to line up the last straight. It was a really good race. I didn't realize how much he moved over on the last straight until I went back and watched the video. But we both we both tripled. I think he tagged it a little bit from memory, and then we both manualed the second jump. As we manualed the second jump, he was kind of moving in my direction and we made a bit of contact.
I thought we were going down, if I'm going to be honest, because he was coming over a bit more than I was expecting. I was expecting to pull out and just have a straight run down the last straight. But then as we landed the triple, I noticed he was moving, so I had to obviously move over as well. And yeah, it was a tight one. I honestly thought one of us were crashing. As you guys, I'm sure a lot of you guys saw the look back on the finish line. That was not intentional, not something I did intentionally to rub it in or do anything like that. I actually don't really know why I did it. I think it was just a heat of the moment thing. I can't really remember what was going through my head, or what I don't even really remember doing it, to be honest. I saw the video back and the look back was pretty significant, but I don't actually remember looking back like that. I don't even remember looking back enough to where I could actually see him. So a lot of people are asking me what I said or why I did it. I don't really know why I did it. If I'm going to be honest, it wasn't intentional, and I don't even know what I said. I think I was just celebrating. Obviously, just the emotions of that was my biggest win of my career. Like, it's something that's a milestone. That's a big step in the right direction for me. So there was a lot of emotions in that moment. And obviously, when it comes emotion, I feel like there's not much thinking going into it. So it wasn't something that I did intentionally. I didn't mean to look back. I don't know what I said, if I'm going to be honest. But yeah, really good race. I was really happy to finish that one, get the win. That's a big achievement for me. And as I mentioned, Isaac, one of the best riders in the world. So for me to be competitive with him and be able to make a move on him for me is a massive step in the right direction. I feel really confident in my ability after the weekend, knowing that my speed's getting there. Still got a little bit to work on down the hill, but it's definitely getting a lot closer to where it needs to be. And then if I'm going to be honest, on Sunday, didn't really end up getting to bed until I think about 2 a.m. on Saturday night. I had to get drug tested after racing. Once I finished drug testing, I don't think we were out of there until like 11 o'clock. Racing went really late. The breaks were massive, so the racing went really late into the night. Then we ended up going and getting Guzman. I think we were at Guzman at about midnight. And then once we finished there, we went back to the hotel. Couldn't find the hotel key, so ended up looking for that for probably like 20 minutes. Found the hotel key, thankfully. Took all of our stuff up to the room. Had a shower, got ready for bed, laid in bed, doom scrolled my phone for a bit. Mentally, I was pretty drained, if I'm going to be honest. Tried to go to sleep, couldn't go to sleep, got back on my phone, started doom scrolling again. 2 o'clock rolled around, felt tired, went to sleep, woke up at 7 or 7:30 in the morning. I think I had about 5 hours of sleep. And if I'm going to be honest, when I woke up, I was not interested in racing. I obviously always want to race, but just how I felt physically, mentally, I felt very drained, very groggy. I didn't feel too great in the morning, so I knew it was going to be a stretch to go out there and perform. There was obviously some more guys. There was a couple of international guys that were not racing on the Saturday who were obviously going to be really fast and really hard to beat. So the start of the day was tricky. If I'm going to be honest, in the motos, I was just getting by. I was just lining up on the gate. Each time I was lining up on the gate, I was kind of just like, I don't actually want to race, if I'm going to be honest. But I just kept lining up. Once the quarters rolled around, I started to put a bit more emphasis on all right, if I'm in the quarters now, I've got to commit to it, and I've got to really start locking in and putting myself in a mindset to where I'm going to be able to perform. So I started, getting back to my routine, getting back to my processes, and putting myself in a position to where I could execute. And then obviously the semi, had a good semi, gave myself first pick for the final. And then in the final, I ended up, I was in a really good mindset for the final. I ended up putting myself in a good place. I felt like I was in a similar mindset, similar, vibe to what I was on Saturday. So then in the final, I was able to get a PB gate time. So I hit a PB gate time, which I needed because Ryan Tugas was in lane 2. And if you guys know Ryan Tugas, he's very, very fast down the hill. So I knew I needed to get out well if I wanted to whole shot that lap, because on the Saturday, I didn't get the whole shot. So on the Sunday, I was really wanting the whole shot. I wanted to win, obviously, but the biggest goal for me was just backing myself down the hill, because I know my speed's then more. I know my speed is there now, down the hill and down the first straight. So I just wanted to back myself, and I wanted to get a whole shot in a final to win. And then I ended up doing that. Ended up laying down a good lap, finishing it off strong, and getting a pretty clean lap, which I was really happy with. The whole shot was nice. And then finished with a perfect weekend. Didn't drop a lap. It was a really successful weekend. I feel like I've put a lot of work into my weaknesses over the off season, and I feel like that really showed this weekend. I felt like I had a little bit of a chip on my shoulder. I wanted to prove a point in a way, not to anyone else, but just to myself. After nationals, not being able to show my speed at nationals because of my shoulder, I had this almost this frustration of I really wanted to just show how fast I was, show myself how fast I was against other Australian guys, because Australia's field is really deep right now and there's a lot of fast riders. And at nationals, I wasn't able to compete the way I wanted to. So I felt like from nationals in October to now, I've just had this like chip on my shoulder to where I wanted to, put my best foot forward every single day to where I could get to Oceanias and really show people the work that's been put in. And yeah, I'm really happy to be able to do that. I was able to win Oceanias, win the national series. So I don't think there's much I could have done better. I'm obviously still very motivated to get back to work. I'm excited to, get back to work and get back to training. If I'm going to be honest, I finished racing on Sunday and I just had this really good feeling, but it was like I just wanted to get back to the gym. I wanted to get back to work. I wanted to continue the grind. For me, those little, it's crazy how quickly those feelings go away of that success. For me, I felt like it was a great, obviously, best feeling ever, crossing the finish line, knowing you've just succeeded and you've just achieved something you've been working so hard for a while. But it's crazy how quickly that feeling disappears and you kind of forget about that success you just had, and then you start looking on to the next thing. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I like to pride myself on a little bit of having short memory and finishing a race, whether it's good, whether it's bad, and just moving on to the next. So I've obviously had a really good weekend this weekend and shown a lot of potential, but I'm gonna work on having a short memory and get back to work. I'm gonna train like that didn't just happen. I'm gonna train like I've still got something to prove, because in my mind I still do have something to prove. Yeah, I did well on the Australian circuit, or the Oceanias, in the Oceania scene, and was able to ride really well against a couple of really good international guys. But that's not a World Cup. A World Cup is a lot deeper. A World Cup's a lot harder racing. A World Championship, same thing. So I feel like even though I've proved myself on this stage, I feel I need to, I want to prove to myself that I'm fast enough to compete on the international stage at a World Cup and a World Titles. So I feel like I've still got a lot to work on. I feel like I've got a point to prove to myself. So I'm pretty eager to get back to it, get back to work, stay on the grind, continue working on just chasing a better version of myself, continue pushing myself in the gym, continue pushing myself on the track, continue pushing myself with my recovery, just everything that I can push myself further with. I want to try and push myself further. I've gotten to a point now where I feel like I'm right there, but I really want to break through that point and I want to get there. So I feel like to get to the level I want to get to, there's still a lot more hard work that needs to go in, and I'm willing to put that hard work in, and I'm looking forward to it. If I'm going to be honest, I'm really excited for it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That is all. Bit of a long one with this talk at the end, but hope you stayed to the end. Thank you for your support over the weekend. I appreciate everyone's support. It was really cool. And yeah, thanks for everything. Thanks to my sponsors. Thanks to QAS for sorting everything out and being such a big support. Shout out T Squared. My guys at T Squared are awesome. The Tucker family, love you guys. Shout out to my friends and family. Appreciate you guys, and let's keep moving.